It's March of 2026, and I brought out all this old transmission stuff again. I guess March is going to be transmission month here at Mercedessource. And you might be asking, well, Ken, what are you doing here? You did a bunch of transmission stuff last summer. Well, since then, I've been getting all these email questions. And most of them are related to diagnosing the transmission, not fixing it. You know what I mean? It's like, can't, it's clunking going into reverse, or it's clunking going into fourth, or it's taking too long to go into fourth, or it jumps from first to third. And everybody wants to know, well, if it's doing that, what are the key issues that could be causing it? And that's a diagnostic issue. I've always said, if you're going to troubleshoot a problem, you have to understand the theory of operation. And that's what I'm going to focus on in March. I'm going to come up with some multiple videos here that are going to help you troubleshoot the problems you may be experiencing with your 722.3 or 722.4 transmission. Millions of them were produced from 1981 up to about 1995, and now they're old. When you start having problems with them, they start leaking. And they leak internally. They leak externally. All these old rubber seals and sealing rings get hard. They lose their spring, and things start leaking. And when things leak internally, you start losing pressure, you start getting weird shifts, and so on. So I thought I'd bring everything out today, show you the seals or the sealing rings that need to be replaced, and you can analyze this and decide, is this something you want to do? It's not rocket science. I think a lot of this is just fear. The mystery of automatic transmissions makes people think they're way too complicated. It does require knowledge, I must admit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the case, and then I'm going to move down the table, and I'm going to show you every single O-ring and sealing ring that has to be replaced. Now, I may miss a few, okay? I think I count there's somewhere between 40 and 50 O-rings, lip seals, and sealing rings that you need to replace in these transmissions. I'm going to start with a brief overview of the case. You're going to have lots of little seals here and some sealing rings, gaskets like that you're going to have to replace. Some of these you may already be familiar with because most are related to external leaks. You have an O-ring here on the secondary pump. This was only installed up to 1990. You have your kick-down solenoid here, which has one or two O-rings on it. Then you have your B2 piston, has a big sealing ring like this, and has a seal that goes in here that has to be replaced. You move down to here, you have a couple places we have small O-rings that can cause some pesky leaks. And then you have the B1, which has a seal inside as well as this outside seal. You have the Bowden cable O-ring that goes here. You have the fill tube O-ring that goes right here. And you have two aluminum sealing rings for the banjo fitting for the oil cooler line. Let me move over to the left side. Beginning here, you have a couple more sealing rings for this other banjo bolt fitting for the transmission cooler line. And then moving right up here, this is a real critical one and is often missed. This is the strut for the B1 brake band. This cap will leak and people will think, oh, I just need to goop these threads up. The threads are not the problem. The cap doesn't even have a seal on it, but you do have to remove the strut. And you can see there's two O-rings. And those O-rings will leak. And this leak here will literally drive you crazy. Okay, then you're coming up to the modulator. That has an O-ring in it right there. Then you have the shift shaft that has a seal that has to be replaced. And then you're looking at the other strut for the B2 brake band, and this has to be pushed out. And then O-rings pushed back in. Okay, we're moving up now to the cover for the governor. That's got an O-ring that has to be replaced before you put the cover back on. And then, of course, on this rear cover, you're going to have a gasket and a rear seal for the output shaft. Located at the front of the transmission is this K3 assembly. It includes the reverse piston assembly and the pump. The pump is housed inside here and is removed this way, and you have a critical O-ring here. You can see that O-ring. You have a lip seal that has to be replaced on the piston. This is the front seal for the torque converter. You have a couple sealing rings, another seal located down here. So this assembly can come apart fairly quickly and be resealed with minimum effort. You do want to inspect the condition of the oil pump while you're doing this. This is the K1 drum, which houses a piston as well as your clutch packs. And you have to remove this piston because there are a couple of critical seals here. You have a lip seal here, and you also have another lip seal here. But down under this aluminum ring is what I call the hidden seal. And when you take that ring out, usually you find a hardened O-ring that just falls apart. The challenge here is you have to drill out some rivets and replace some screws, and I have a kit which will provide that for you and walk you through the process. This is the K2. It's different from the K1, but in principle it's pretty much the same. You have this piston that moves in and out. You have a different O-ring setup here that rides inside this ring, and you have a lip seal right here. So you can imagine what happens when this lip seal fails. You start losing pressure, and you have, your clutch packs here, similar to the K1, and the seals are kind of similar. This is a basic O-ring here, but this is a lip seal, another lip seal that's critical, and of course down in the bottom of this aluminum ring is another O-ring that breaks apart on you. So this is something you definitely want to replace. It does require drilling out some rivets and reinstalling this plate with machine screws. This is the planetary gear assembly. It runs right down through the center of the transmission, and it does need to come apart. You want to inspect the gears, but there are two large O-rings right here in this section. This is the one-way clutch assembly. You can see the big O-ring here, and then inside this cover plate there's another large O-ring. So this assembly is pretty straightforward. You have two large O-rings that need to be replaced along with this one sealing ring right here. This is a secondary oil pump that was found on many of the early models. They discontinued it after 1990. And the main purpose of this rear pump was so you could actually tow start the car. And it's quite intricate in all the things that you need to replace when you take this apart. You have two O-rings that you have to replace and four of these nylon plastic sealing rings. And of course, when this is apart, you want to inspect it for excessive wear. And finally, I'm going to show you the B1 and the B2 pistons. Now, on the B1, of course, you have an external cap seal here, but you also have a critical lip seal that goes right here on the bottom where this slides into the transmission. So this is one you definitely want to replace. And then moving over to the B2, we've talked about this in a couple other videos. This is a prime suspect for a lot of these transmission problems that you may experience. This requires a seal in the case to be replaced, and then you have an external seal. You can see there's different types, and I recommend you get the upgrade if you're rebuilding your transmission, which has a better seal. This is the early seal. You can see the later upgrade had a better seal. And you can also see the difference in size here, because some of you are going to say, well, what about the 722.4? I've shown you everything here from a 722.3. The 722.4 is basically the same. It's just everything's a little bit smaller. Here's an example. This is the B2 out of a 722.3, and this is the B2 out of the 722.4. Now, don't get me wrong here. I know some of you are thinking, oh, hey, Ken, you mean I only have to reseal my old transmission? Not so. It all depends on mileage and how well it's been maintained, service with regular fluid changes. But if you have a transmission over 200,000 miles, hasn't been opened up, don't expect that you won't have to replace some other parts. Prime suspects are reverse clutches. These tend to wear out faster than anything else. You can see these are almost down to metal. There's no grooves in them at all. Look at that. Look at how thin that one is. Now, if you go too long, and these will wear down to metal, and then you'll have to replace the steel rings as well. And then you have the clutch packs. You can see these are in much better shape when you have a groove still existing on the clutches. You can take measurements and decide whether or not you want to replace it. Sometimes you don't need to replace. Of course, the B2 piston, if it's the original style like this, you definitely want to replace that, and you want to remove the aluminum bushing and replace it with a nylon bushing. That's real important on this. And then, you know, these brake bands, this is a 2 brake band. They tend to wear more quickly. You can see here that chunks of the brake band material have literally broken off here. It all depends. Let's face it, you know, some of these are collector cars that may only get driven another 5,000 or 10,000 miles in their lifetimes. But if you're putting together a daily driver that you expect to put a lot of miles on, I recommend that you replace the clutch packs and you replace the brake bands. Earlier, I mentioned the need for knowledge, so I've decided to do a video manual. It'll be available on my website, and I'll just take you through the process of resealing or overhauling each sub-assembly. So there'll be a number of videos, and they can be purchased as a complete set. This is definitely something you can do. It's not a beginner job, but if you've worked on your old Mercedes and you're tired of the transmission slipping, sliding, flaring, jerking, then this video series may be for you.